guys, back it up. Since 1958, the Big 33 has been one of the most prestigious high school football all-star games in the country. Anyone familiar with the game knows about the tremendous level of skill shown year in and year out from the athletes as they head off to Division I colleges around the U.S. But the Big 33 prides itself in other aspects of the game, from their host family program to their charity work. But the most unique part of the Big 33 program started back in 1985 by Mickey Minnick and was called the Buddy Program.
I had a good friend named Jay Gaynor, who was a special ed teacher up in East Pennsboro. And so every Wednesday, starting 85, he brought special needs kids to the practice. And that happened in 85, and that was nice, and they interacted with the players, and then they would have lunch with them. That was 86, 87. Then around 87, it was Delaware. They have a great all-star game, and somehow somebody told me, or I saw some with halftime where they had buddies. And that's where I got the name Buddies that were introduced with the players. I said, why don't we do that? I said, Jay, would you mind chairing that? I can't do it all. I said, what about Penny Ernie? He was a teacher in West Shore. So those two then got Pennsylvania, and then we matched them up with Pennsylvania players in the same numbers. I met them on Wednesday, you know what I mean, and had lunch with them, and then went to the banquet. And then when we did the game, when the players were introduced, they bring them a nice trophy. And we loved it. I tell you what, the players were more touched by that than anything else we did.
But after a few years of having Pennsylvania buddies, the other teams saw their success and felt a little left out.
Well, right away they got ticked off. Maryland did, you know, and they said, well, hey, don't we get buddies? Aren't we important in this Big 33 game? So about 2 years later, a good friend of mine, Ralph Collins, and Bev Myers, we lived together, and he saw me at Rutgers or Unimart or something. He said, Nick, how can I help you guys out? I said, Ralph, I got the job for you.
So from there, the Buddy Program was born. And with the efforts put in over the years by both Ralph Collins and Mickey, the program has grown at a rapid pace.
One of my first years that I started helping to coordinate the Buddy Program, we actually had to fill in some of the Buddy spots with some other children, family members of the Buddies. And so we didn't have enough. We were, a few short of filling the 34 that we needed. Now we are up to 62 buddies. We have created the Alumni Buddy Program and really have expanded it so that we're not turning anyone away. It just keeps expanding.
As the Buddy Program continued to expand, the Big 33 had to find new ways to get their buddies involved. So just 3 years ago, they started the Cheerleading Buddies, and once again, found success.
We wanted to offer this opportunity to the cheerleaders as well. In promoting the cheerleading program, it has only enhanced the popularity of the player buddy program as well. All three programs combined, the Pennsylvania Player Buddies, Ohio Player Buddies, and Cheerleading Buddies, we have over 150 kids involved in the game, just game week, this year. It's astounding. So we're trying to learn to grow and think outside the box and grow with the program so we never have to turn any special needs individual away.
It's easy to see why you'd never want to turn any of these special people away when you look at their smiling faces and just see how much joy the Buddy Program brings to their lives.
The most exciting part about the Buddy Program is to see the interaction between the special needs individuals and just the energy and the excitement that they experience during game week. I've had several parents say that they have different children the week of game week because they look forward to it so much. They're so well behaved. They're just in their element.
But the buddies aren't the only ones who get joy out of the week. The players seem to learn a lot from their buddies as well.
The players, at first, they're a little hesitant because they're just not sure how to react because there's a buddy coming running at them, and for most of them, they've never had that experience before. So for most of them, it's hesitant at first, but by the end of the week, even with that just 1 hour of interaction, they are looking forward. Typically at the banquet, you'll see some of them coming up, grabbing their buddy, taking them up, introducing them to their families. Some of them even bring T-shirts and stuff from their home high school to give to the buddies. So that's kind of cool.
So when you look at all of the strides the Buddy Program has made and the difference it makes in people's lives, it's important to remember the people behind the scenes that help make it a success.
What makes it work are people like Janet, who coordinates it, are people like Kevin. I mean, they're the ones that really make it work.
I wouldn't be sitting here today if it weren't for Ralph and Mickey. They're integral to this entire program. They're the heart of this program. After so many years, both actually retired last year from physically running the programs, but they're still such a part of it and come to the events. These kids look forward every event. They want to see them there. It's not the same without them. They are the backbone to this entire program, and I can't say enough about it.